More than friends, less than lovers. Pals. Oh,
Hey guys, what's up? Zac Efron here. I'm here today, live from Earth, for the world premiere of the Pal-O-Ween Special. Where am I exactly? None other than your director, my director, Kenny Ortega. Kenny. Hey there, Zac. And hey to all. Okay, Zac, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. And hi there to all of our pals at home. We are so excited to be hosting the Earth live stream of the Pal-O-Ween Special. I mean, what an honor. What an honor. To be involved was an honor at all. And you know what?
This whole journey has been just a blast, and it wouldn't have been possible with all of you at home, because
Absolutely
you know why?
Not. Because you helped us out. You built this Pal-O-Ween Special. You built this Pal-O-Ween season by going with your parents' permission to heytherepals.com. You submitted your ghost stories. You submitted... What else did they submit?
You submitted just things you were thinking, things you were feeling, your costumes, and we appreciate it, so we just want to say thank you to all of you at home.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
and we have the blessing, the honor of being invited to flip the Pal-O-Ween switch.
We don't even really know what it means, but we're pretty excited to do it anyway.
So let's go flip that switch and get this special started. Flip that switch! You have waited 4 long weeks for this, folks, and the night is finally here.
It's here!
Are you ready to kick off the Pal-O-Ween Special, Zac?
I think I am.
This kid is ready. I know when he's ready.
Woo!
So let's start the countdown. 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
4, 3,
2, 1.
Wow. Whoa.
Whoa.
That is a new one for us.
I tell you, yeah. I've never come back from the dead with anybody, and I'm thrilled to have done it with you.
What a relief to look over and see it was with my pal. But I'm here with my pal, which means this must be a pretty special occasion.
Because I'll tell you this, I'm looking around and I'm thinking, it's like we're on the Pal set, but it's elevated in some
kind of sophisticated way where it's like, oh, it's a lot, but it's kind of tastefully a lot.
Yeah, and it's also still very clearly done by us. Guys, we're here. The first ever. This is Pal-O-Ween, the special.
It's the Pal-O-Ween Special with Maddie Halliday and Millicent Starr.
We made it, folks.
You have been on this long journey with us.
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
When Halloween was first coming up and we looked at the calendar and we saw 5 weeks, we thought, wow, what an opportunity.
What an
To
opportunity.
do 5 weeks
Unusual
of this.
for a month. 5 weeks.
But welcome, guys. The hot dogs.
Oh, look,
Oh.
everybody, it's the hot dogs.
Everyone, the hot dogs came back with us.
Wow.
Hot
So,
dogs, how are you feeling? Wow.
He is so funny. So they, oh, what's that?
Oh.
Yes. So
Okay.
for those who couldn't understand, he said that he wants you all to know that he's a candle. That's what he wanted to be this year for Halloween, was a candle.
Hey guys, can we be honest? This costume, they were thinking about it all month.
They thought about it a lot. And we would hear them like giggling to each other, but they wouldn't tell us what it was.
They really had us thinking they were going to pull out all the stops. I'm going to be honest. I was really expecting a lot from them.
But I think honestly, so it would just be nice.
And you know what? They did it with all the heart in the
love,
world.
a lot of love.
And it's not like they weren't here for 101 and 201.
No,
They were here for that.
They were
So-
here, but I think that they are so small and their arms are so little.
Guys, they can't use a hot glue gun.
This is the best
safely.
they could do. So
They
he's a
couldn't do
candle, and it's kind of funny. I give it
So what
props.
was it? Please,
So
okay, guys, it
the
means a lot to-
candle, the
Wow, you
candle.
are a candlestick. Oh, and who are you? That's really fun. He has a 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm. Get it?
So
Hot dog 9 to 5.
again,
The
guys,
classic saying.
Guys, I think he just sees humans living. He wants to
And
be human.
yeah, I think it's kind of more of like, haha, I'm being you, because a lot of times a hot dog is a popular costume.
You'd be surprised.
It's a popular
You
costume.
wouldn't be surprised.
I think Target has like one that you can get, and it's kind of just fun always. But now I guess he wants to take it back. It's kind of clever. I kind of give him props for it.
Yeah. Folks,
We have made it.
ghost ghouls.
And you know what? This is the first time ever we don't have a podcast episode drop. Wow. This is solely visual, baby. We said, look at us. Look at us when we're talking to you. Look. Come here.
You think it's easy being green? It's not.
Oh, why don't you ask our friend Elphaba? Yeah, I think she's about to have a big hit movie about how easy it is being green.
Yeah. Why don't you ask her? And you might be saying to yourself, what are they? If you are,
You're probably not alone.
you probably aren't alone. Or if you are, frankly, maybe we didn't do our jobs well enough. Because I think we're kind of self-explanatory.
Frankly. Little hint.
Don't bring him up right now.
Are you having some problems? You and Frank?
No. It's just a bit of that, like, dying in your wedding dress is hard. And then coming back to life in your wedding dress is hard.
Yeah, that constant reminder that you died and you died on your wedding, which is objectively worse than just dying on a normal day.
Yeah. Canonically, it is exhausting to always have to be.
A bride.
Yeah.
Yes. Can I say you carry it well, though?
Thank you. My insides are just kind of hodgepodge together. So, quite frankly, you saying that I'm doing a good job, that really means a lot. Thank you.
You feel it in your heart, which is down here.
Yeah, I think my heart actually recently dropped more so into my kneecaps.
Ooh, heart drop.
Yeah. No, it's not good, guys.
We'll talk
He
about
didn't do
that
a good
later.
job on me.
We'll talk about that later.
I don't even want to think about it.
And I, if you don't know, am the creature from the Black Lagoon. Millicent and I watched this movie last year.
Yes.
And it kind of rocked our world
We
for a
watched
little
both
bit.
of these movies for the first time last year.
And it was quite delightful. It
Yeah.
really welcomed in the season. But the creature from the Black Lagoon, if you haven't seen it, he's actually so silly goofy. All he kind of does is like get out of the water and be like,
Yeah.
and then he kind of runs around and he just like picks up a woman and they're like, he wants her to be his wife.
I
and
think
he's
he was
like, I just
confused.
am like scared.
I think he's a little freaked out, and he knows that if he doesn't have her, and this is messed up, it's not okay, but if he doesn't have her, he has no leverage. These people are coming to attack him, and it's not fair.
And you had that a little bit. I know Frank kind of went with that too.
Yeah. We were both just girlies on the run.
Yeah.
I also didn't actually say my official title, but I am Bride of Frankenstein. I feel like we kind of implied that.
And I feel like you could get there with the face makeup, which is fantastic.
Thank you.
Or real face stitches. Some of you, I believe, are joining us for most of this
Pal-O-Ween Special. A lot of you found us with the dummies, which was quite a joy. And I understand a lot of you have not even seen us out of costume, which is going to be quite exciting when all of this is over, which I think is actually a good time to welcome all of our new pals. First of all, welcome. We're
Pals.
so happy you're here.
It has been such a joy this season.
It
to
really has.
Really and truly meet and be found by and also find so many of you.
We have loved your comments. They have kept us giggling,
Kicking our feet.
cracking up. And we really love the ones where you guys have talked about, like, some of you have written in and been like, this has inspired me to do like a movie night with my friends. That's all we want.
That's quite literally all we want. Maddie has said it before. Our dream for this podcast would be that at a certain point, you have no time to actually be listening
Watching
to the podcast.
us, because maybe you're just with
you
pals.
stream it in the background.
Yeah, you
you're
can
a pal
constantly
and
on a
you
loop
help
because
us
you're a
out.
pal and you're dedicated at this
But
point.
ideally, you don't even have time because you're with your pals
You're
all
living
the
your
time.
best pal life.
Yeah. Until you're on the commune with us.
Yeah.
Um,
Joke.
Regardless, though.
Welcome.
Welcome.
But we think now is a good time, again, if you've never seen us out of costume,
to get ready for that.
to just say, Pal-O-Ween is such a special time. And this is the first of them. So what a celebration.
We're getting to make new traditions.
But what makes Pal-O-Ween so special is that it has its time, which is now. We are in the Pal-O-Ween season still. And when you turn this special off, the Pal-O-Ween season's still going to happen.
Yeah.
But it's a special time for a reason, which means when it's over,
You don't get too upset about it.
you are grateful it happened, and you say, I can't wait for next year.
Yes. And in the meantime, when you see our faces
Don't
in
go,
normal clothes, don't
oh
go,
God, oh God.
put that back, put back on a wig, green
Put
face paint.
makeup on. Somehow which costume looked better. Don't say that.
Don't say that. That's going to hurt us. But that's not we're not talking, we're dwelling in the right here, the right now. And the right here, the right now, the cold hard truth is that when you watch this, it is going to be October 30th.
Halloween Eve.
That's right. So
That's go time, baby.
that's when you take the spirit meter and you crank that bad boy up. If your spirit was powering Santa's sleigh, it would be a hazard for him. It'd be going so fast. That's what we want.
And let's talk in the present, because it's now.
It is now.
It's right now, you guys.
So we're going to talk in the present tense.
right now. Today is the day. Tomorrow is Halloween, which means today is the exciting time beforehand where you get to dream about what tomorrow holds and what the Halloween weekend after holds.
You put an orange crayon in the freezer and hope that a jack-o'-lantern comes.
Try it.
I don't know.
We're just trying things at this point.
When it would try to snow, we would sometimes put white crayons in the freezer. That would be like a thing. You put a
Oh.
white crayon in the
Wasn't
freezer
there
so
like
it
a
would snow.
spoon
So
under
maybe
your
just try
pillow?
something fun.
Try a few things. Let us know. Again, go to heytherepals.com to let us know.
But Pal-O-Ween has been incredible for so many reasons. And so today we send it off.
Today we kick it off.
Actually, you're so right. Oh, I messed up.
No, you didn't.
Oh, you're so right.
We're
You're so
sending
right.
it off to you all because it's yours.
Today we submerge ourselves fully.
And I think a part of that is giving a nod to where it started with the dummies, which was a wonderful way that many of you found us and said, what the actual hell is this?
That was
You
our
all-
first meeting. Isn't that sentimental?
Wow. So many of you said, that's Kurt Hummel, that's Kurt Hummel, that's Kurt Hummel. There was a lot of Kurt Hummel comments.
Lots of them. I was getting. We were both getting Kurt Hummel. I was getting the brunt of the Kurt Hummel. And then there was
They were
also
getting
some Theo
Trudy,
Von.
some Trudies,
We were both getting the Trudy, which was nice.
which is just the wig
Yeah, a couple of people did say
and our vibe.
girl on the right is Theo Von.
I think it was the accent at times.
That's fair.
But we need to tell you all something. As special as the dummies were, we really loved having them on the show.
And we're grateful for, frankly, the way that.
frankly.
And I'm going to keep saying it. And it's going to be in character. So it's not a vocal tick. It's actually
How's in
just
character?
how I talk as a character.
So, the dummies.
The dummies. We're grateful to them, however.
But we need to tell you all something. It's no secret, honestly, that kind of spooky things have been happening since we started recording the special. The table fell last week. That was terrifying.
Squirrels on the roof?
Squirrels on the roof. Things are going
What the heck
crazy.
are they doing up there?
But
we need to tell you about something that's been happening since the dummies came around.
Because they always say that, like, there's a price for things, oftentimes.
Yeah, yes. And the dummies, while they found us so many of you, ever since we had them, it was like, I think like you heard it first, where you were like, did you hear that last night? Like we woke up in the morning and Millicent was like, there was like something, like she asked me if I'd gotten up in the living room. She was like, it sounded like there was like something in the living room last
Sounded like
night.
she was doing her like quick feet shuffle. I don't know. Sometimes Maddie be grittying.
me alone in the living room at like 4 a.m. grittying.
Roll the tape.
But
no, we both started hearing it. I heard
and
it
then
first.
I heard it the next night, which like you
I was
gotta
so
hear a
relieved
lot.
though when you heard it. I'm gonna be so
Yeah.
honest. I was so relieved because
I think
I was
it was
like,
the
I'm
night
not alone.
I thought that Millicent was still out there, and then I think I went to the bathroom and was like, Millicent's not out here, and I was hearing a lot of sounds. Guys, we set up cameras in our living room.
And they always say ignorance is bliss. And I think that in some ways, I do wish I had never known.
Yeah. We
I think we just need to.
I think you guys just need to see for yourselves.
So this is
The tapes.
as you can imagine.
It was a mixed emotions kind of thing, you know. On one hand, I'm glad that they were becoming friends,
Yes.
but on the other hand, I would like to sleep.
On one hand, I'm flattered that, frankly, a spirit of any sorts would want to chill out at our place. But again, on the other hand, they were making a little bit of a ruckus.
Yeah.
And we've been upstairs neighbors before,
Oh, have we ever?
so we
So
understand.
we get it, but it was kind of like, boys, let's like do it during the day and we'll hang out, we'll vibe.
Yeah. Although I will be honest, if I did see it during the day, I think
That would change some things.
that would be actually a
In
little
our
bit scary. I
lives.
feel like they were crossing a line in some way.
I get it. So maybe they're doing it the only time they can. Well, Pal, I think that it's time for our first, I guess, kind of segment of the game, if you will, of the Pal-O-Ween Special, which is a little game that we monsters like to play in the monster realm.
A little game called Suck,
Bury, and Spill.
Now, don't get weird about it. You know the
Don't
rules.
Be weird.
You know the rules. No being weird.
Don't be weird, and that extends to the special.
That does. Always.
Okay.
Just because it's a special doesn't mean it's a special opportunity for you to be weird. Okay? All right.
Itching my nose is so dainty.
Suck, bury, spill. Much like, I guess, what the mortals would refer to as...
FML.
Wait, FML.
K. FMK.
FML.
So let's bring back some old memes. If you guys want to meme us, now's the time. Like, let's do like a lay derp.
Yeah, guys, if we don't pick the memes that we want to bring back, they're just going to keep trying to bring back mustaches, okay? they're going to keep
we're
trying.
holding mustaches back.
At all times. If you
From
think
being
you're
silly.
safe from mustaches, you're probably just on the West Coast. If you go back to the East Coast, sometimes
We're
in some
closer
places
to
they're alive
mustache
and well.
culture than you believe.
So we have to squelch that before it can possibly.
We gotta just, at least I would prefer to go back to lay derp than mustaches.
Lay derp could be fun. So just consider that. Kick that around.
Think of some other ones too.
So
if you have
suckberry
some rage
suck-
quit, one of those.
So suck, berry, spill. Suck would refer to.
So you're all familiar with some of our friends in the vampire world. Dracula's one of them. That's the type of person. So suck.
Sorry. Some of the kids might only know Edward. He's the big deal.
Oh, Edward, yeah. He's kind of the new vampire, the new hotshot vampire. But for a long time, for us, our generation, Dracula.
It was Dracula.
It was Dracula. He was the one. So
Daddy Drac.
suck means that you would suck their blood and choose to
Therefore-
spend eternity with them. And
So
make
you're not
them a
sucking all their
vampire.
blood, but you are sucking some of their blood and then
Turning them
injecting some of
into
your
vampire.
venom. They become vampires.
Classic, turning them into vampire. So when you say suck, don't be weird. That is somebody that you would spend eternity with.
Yeah. Bury is pretty self-explanatory.
Kind of similar to the kill one. In the
I'd
other
say
game.
about the same thing.
You're going to bury them alive.
Yeah. And if that's pretty graphic for you to consider,
Just know that
Don't
the,
worry
the
about
characters are going to be silly.
and they're also villains. So do with that what you want.
Spill. Now, much like spilling the guts, we're asking you in the monster world, instead of spilling the tea, we say spill the guts.
Come on, spill them.
Spill the guts.
And then sometimes some of our friends have literally taken out a burlap sack full of human organs.
yeah.
And
we've
just
said-
thrown it onto the table. And we were like, not that kind of party, brother.
but we're not even that mad about it because we're like, dinner,
Nope.
fine.
It's cool as hell party to have thrown.
Absolutely.
You kidding me? Later on at another party I'm throwing, I get to talk about the other party we threw where
Which
a
I
guy brought a
love
bag of guts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you get the monster crowd talking.
Yeah.
They
Oh.
did the mash. They did the monster mash. The monster mash.
We love that guy.
That,
he did so much for the monster
He should
community.
get, I would say that was equivalent to like what Justin Bieber did with Baby in the monster
and the color
world.
purple.
And the color purple. I thought that was a Justin Bieber song, and I was like, I don't think I know that one.
Me quoting,
Or the
it's actually
musical,
just
I
the
was like-
musical, yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, we could toss that in there.
So suckberry spill. Let's just dive.
But spill is like, yeah, like spill the
Spill
tea.
your
You want to
guts.
like chit chat with
somebody
somebody,
that
hang
you
out.
want to gossip with.
You'd have a fun time like hanging with. Okay, so
Love it.
our first category, our first group that we're gonna play this with is called the icons.
Icons.
Icons. First up,
And dare we say we're also in this category, but
we are, but we're not putting ourselves in it
no.
because we're playing, obviously.
first up in the icons category for suckberry spill,
Freddy Krueger.
You know, it's funny because I had only written his first name. In my head, he is just Freddy.
He is.
I mean, we're on the first
In
name
our
basis.
in our world, it is funny to like say his last name.
Yeah.
But it's Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger. Up next,
Up next, we have Jason.
Forties.
Is that his last name?
Wait, no. Oh my goodness, I think that's from Pretty Little Liars.
I
It's
was
either from
like-
Pretty Little Liars or it's Jason.
I don't think guys, I'm really struggling to hold this. It's not easy being a monster. So Jason, we're all familiar with Jason. And the last one in this category is, the boy, Michael Myers. All right.
Guys, when Halloween had its reboot, we can't even get into it. Honestly, right now, truly, we can't get into it because
think-
it'll derail everything.
And we'll talk about it
You're
because
not
we
in
made
water, it's not
t-shirts.
natural.
We've made t-shirts for every one of the new Halloween movies that came out. Do we enjoy them? Yeah. They were good. Not as much as we enjoyed making the t-shirts.
Yeah. It all started because we saw a quote from
we saw a
an
tweet.
article. It was a review
Yeah.
of the Halloween reboot, and it was when we were really getting amped up about
Because
it.
we were like, this rocks. Like a
Yeah.
huge Halloween reboot happening
Also,
while we're in college.
Huge Jamie Lee heads over
Oh,
here.
yeah. And we knew Jamie was going to give it her all.
yeah.
We knew Jamie was going to give it her all.
When she was in that trailer and she picked up a shotgun and she was like, I've been waiting.
We
I was
were
like, this is my dream
hooting
genre.
and hollering in that movie theater. But the review said, the tweet, guys, all we saw was a tweet that said, Jamie Lee Curtis is a force of nature. Yeah.
That is the coolest thing
Reading
you could
that
ever have
review
something to say about
before
you.
we went into that movie, we were like, that has shaken us to our core.
Yeah.
And we will be there eagerly
Yeah.
awaiting.
And so we had that written on shirts. And,
So, let's get into this.
let's get, sorry.
I honestly have not really thought about this since we did it because I kind of wanted to think.
No, I didn't
On
think.
the spot. I wanted to think
As
out
we
loud.
wrote down the categories,
I erased it from my mind.
Yeah, it's gone. So this is my
So
first
this
time.
is how you both host and be a participant of your own show. You basically wipe your memories. Guys, we did have a Halloween costume. Anybody can do this at any point. Fun. The first throwaway costume if you need one. If you've got a suit, make a little, get a little one, perfume bottle. You can be Men in Black. Because Melissa and I getting to go around and wipe people's memory
Just
all night.
do weird things.
And then be like, "Pshing," have
Yeah.
little alien friends we're chasing. I would love to be the aliens for Men in Black 2. Hello.
That would be. Here's the problem, though, guys. We would not end up being the guys from Men in Black 2. We'd have to be like, we're the aliens. We would have to get some of our friends to wear suits.
Yeah, but I want the memory thing.
Okay, so let's go
Freddie,
through this. Let's go through this.
Jason, Michael. Okay, here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Jason, I just do not like his vibe.
I'll say it. He has like no zest either.
He just is like kill, 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 and I get it. Like, you were bullied as a kid. I get that. And you died as a child, but then I'm like, you came back as a man? I don't know. His story's a little confusing to me. So then I kind of feel like he's a child in a man's body. So I'm going to say, and this is horrible to say now that I've said that, Barry for him. Can I tell you my lineup?
Go for it.
Barry for Jason.
Okay.
I think Spill with Freddie and suck with Michael.
Why suck with Michael?
I think because Michael kind of has a good vibe to me. Like,
Okay.
he seems like there's nothing, we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
There's nothing sexual about
No.
Michael's killing. Can I say that? And is
Yeah,
that
you can say
appropriate
that.
to say, chat? He just kind of is killing because it feels primal, and I almost
It's animalistic, which kind of provides a detachment that makes it a lot easier to. And I think Jamie Lee Curtis even said, or somebody in the movie they say it, like he is evil incarnate.
That's
so it
true.
is not.
I don't want to spend forever with evil incarnate. You know what? I'll switch my answers.
Ooh.
Freddie's just such a trickster that I'm like, I don't know if I could spend forever with Freddie, but I bet we could spill.
I'll say. Can I tell you my lineup? My lineup is suck Freddie. Because I think I could spend a really long time. I think Maddie. I think we've both proven in our own lives that we could spend lives. We could
With a
spend our
clown?
lives with tricksters. Yes. Also, I do think that if in this scenario, in this hypothetical, he is also like in love with me. You know, like we are
That's
maybe
true.
not in love, like if it's like for me, but like
That's
he
true.
could fall for me. In which case, I'm like, teach me how to
Yeah.
dream travel. Let's go.
Yeah. I believe we could
Christopher
have
Nolan,
fun
I'm
together.
busting into your world.
Yeah.
I'm traveling in dreams.
And that's why I switched my answers. And together, the pals have. And you don't always have to agree with your pals on that.
No.
And that's the beauty of pals. We just will agree.
Yeah. So I'm gonna spend Freddie is the suck.
I think that's the ultimate
Yeah.
ruling.
I go really back and forth. I will say that Michael feels like the most ethical to Barry.
Because he is.
He
you know
is
what?
evil
and I honest
incarnate.
forgot that they
He's
mentioned
evil incarnate. And like, if I could be the one that finally puts
Ends
him
it-
in his
yes,
grave.
Yes.
Well, because they even
yes.
said, I think, in the Halloween reboots that he is essentially like beyond human at this point because he keeps like surviving. When he comes out of that fire,
Yeah. Guys, when he's in that basement,
we were screaming.
you gotta admit there's some fun moments in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
To be in that theater when she gets to do the thing that he does in the first movie where she kicks him off the ledge and then she looks over the ledge and he's gone.
Oh!
And she got to do that in this new movie.
The whole
Our
theater?
theater.
Erupted, and we were leading that charge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And is it there a chance that it was just us? Absolutely.
No. That was an
I
AMP
do
theater.
think our theater was.
Well,
amped.
that's like the fun thing about seeing scary movies in theaters.
Scary movies, people get into it.
Yeah, especially on
Fun.
like opening weekend. I think that's part
Yeah.
of it.
So that I think
We
that
can go on and on.
Milton, I think that's a great ruling.
So kill Barry, Michael, and then spill with Jason because Jason, while I feel that the movies did not give me, I don't know that I've gotten a peek into his psyche so much. Obviously he had the tragedy happen. I feel like if he's been spending all those years at that camp, he has got some gossip. I feel like he's got some gossip.
Yeah, I think he's also got the vibe of like a middle school boy, and I think in a not creepy way, I could like bring something fun out of that.
And I hate to say I think I could fix him.
Yeah, like I think I could click with like his childlike nature in that way
Yeah.
and kind of be like, there's a more fun version than what you're doing.
Yeah.
We could be. You live at a summer camp. That's awesome, bud.
You can breathe underwater, evidently.
That rocks.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, those movies get out of control. I think Milton. I think that's a great ruling.
Yeah.
But
Round 2.
I say we do another round.
Let's
this
keep it
round
cranking.
Is called The Moderns.
I think that just means like 2000s and up.
Yeah, like not 80s. The last one was kind of just 80s.
Yeah.
And this one is, and you guys are gonna say, well, you should have done this person, you should have done that person. You do it.
Counteroffer. You do it.
This is a fun little challenge for you. Do it.
We get a lot of wonderful comments that are suggesting costumes, and we want to say thank you. We love that.
And
And also
love that it's
your creativity juice is just flowing.
it's just and
It's really
it feeds
beautiful.
us.
but we want you to do it. And
Yeah.
also, we've got a lot going on the costume front, guys. We are overloaded.
We are like purging costumes at this point.
It's-
We have so many to get through.
We are getting to the point where we really need to have a designated wig drawer. All right, so that's where we're at. And we say that with all the love. We just
All
want to
the
see
love,
you do it.
but just like you do it, and then tag us in your Halloween pictures
at Won't You Be My Pal?
Please.
Anywho. Round 2.
I was doing the creature.
Oh, here, wait. I'm trying to think
What?
of what.
Monster moment. Sorry, sometimes we gotta have a monster moment.
Monster moment. I don't really know what I do.
I'm really going this. Okay, serving apparently. That's what you do full time, mama. So, round 2, the moderns. All right, we're kicking it off with a tall king,
Tall King, Slender Man.
slender man.
Slender Man's on the docket.
Okay.
Up next. We found out that his name is actually Mr.
So
Refer
please,
to him as
I guess
Mr.
you'd like to be called
Not the.
not the
It's Mr. Babadook.
Mr. Babadook. Please.
Babadook.
Babadook. Oh, Babadooka. Maybe that's how they call it. We should do it in our monster tones. Babadooka. And then the final one is another silly little guy, bringing up the silly little guys again, Jigsaw.
Which we did get a couple of little comments about that with the dummies.
The dummies, people thought it was
We do
Jigsaw,
want to
which is
clarify,
so
the
fair.
dummies were generic dummies.
They were generic dummies, but we loved you guys being able to be like, it's so funny anytime someone said Slappy, it's so funny to imagine
best
we are
name.
personifying a Slappy character because love the Goosebump movies. Okay. I think you
Let's
should
just
rock
dive
it
right
first.
in. Okay.
We can just talk out loud how we're feeling. You can do it to yourself
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So
Talk out loud right now.
I
in your
frankly
room.
don't know much. I know I've seen Mr. Babadook's movie. Based on purely appearance, while silly, I would not want to bury him. But I don't know that he's a talker, so I don't know that Spill would be as good.
Can I say right off the bat, I think we have to bury Slender Man. Because he's not going to say anything. I really think he won't. I think he just does not care.
But if we were to suck and be spending forever with him, I think that would allow for a lot of independence. Like being married, being with Slender Man, I think that we would just kind of have
But
our
I
own
don't think
things
I'm
going.
proud of who Slender Man is, where I'm like, Jigsaw, it's kind of fun. Like, I would like to hear about Jigsaw's job.
You don't like torture. You hate torture. Famously.
Okay.
Does she
Sorry,
not?
I was kind of more talking as me as the creature, if I'm being honest.
That actually makes a ton of sense.
Because I don't feel like me as Maddie can answer this, because that's evil.
Yeah,
But this is me as the creature from the Black Lagoon who sometimes does hurt people because I'm a monster. I'm a generic, scary, spooky monster.
That's true.
So I think in that world, my morals are a little more loose. So I think Jigsaw, if he was coming home, at least that's entertaining in the monster world. Babadook, is that one of the ones that's like, and it's about generational trauma? No offense.
But we get it.
But we get it.
A little bit.
And
yeah.
I get that they're needed.
Yeah.
I get that they're
and
needed.
I think it's really creative.
Is it gonna spook me?
Is she gonna spook me?
I don't think so.
Oh, is that one gonna spook me?
I don't think it's gonna.
I'm hoping to have a little yelp.
So I think Jigsaw for me is my suck. I think
Okay.
Jigsaw's my suck. I think in the same way Freddy Krueger should be the ultimate suck.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna hop on board with burying Slenderman. Because I think you're
I
right.
think it's
One,
just
he's
like,
not
what
a talker.
good is he doing?
He's
And
not doing. I think he's.
I don't want to talk to my friends about him.
insane.
Because also, if my girlies
He's kind of
were
just
like,
a lurker.
if we were hanging out and you were like, "What's Slender up to?" I'd be like,
oh,
"I
he's
don't
literally
know.
over there
like,
on the tree line.
following some guy. Like that's a loser hobby."
He's following some guy, or he's vaguely on the horizon.
Yeah, like on the come closer, my guy.
Yeah. So you're right. Go ahead and bury him. And also, I think by burying him, we can then put out a press release or something along the lines of Slenderman buried, and then parents everywhere who have kids that have nightmares of
Can
him
feel a little better.
They can say, "See, sweetheart,
It's
Slenderman
better.
was buried. The pals
I also think.
as monsters
Oh, yeah.
buried Slenderman."
Oh yeah, please cite us.
So
I think the Babadook too with a spill sesh. I'd be like, yeah, I want to hear what's going on, buddy.
because everybody,
Mr. Babadook.
who
Mr.
among
Babadook.
us wouldn't want to be a fly on the wall every once in a while? And
For
he's not a fly
generational
on the wall.
trauma.
He's more like a silly guy in a hat in the corner, shrouded in shadow.
Yeah, and I think I'd like to see is his
some
hat
boss.
a part of his body or is it a
Yeah.
hat?
I feel
that's
like I have questions.
separate. I do, and I think I could maybe get him to peep
Okay.
up a little.
So in that case, I guess I am sucking Jigsaw.
Yeah, because I think we'd have fun with him.
I mean,
What's
he does
there to do with Jigsaw but not Freddy?
I think Well, no, with Freddie, again, he's a goofy guy. And I understand that Jigsaw is goofy.
Jigsaw is
You know
too.
what?
You think
As I
Jigsaw's
am
just a
saying it,
little
though,
too dark?
as I am saying it, though, I'm coming around on it as I speak aloud. External
He
processing.
has a little bike. Riding that
No,
home
I
from
know.
work
And
every
he
day
does,
would
like,
be so
puppetry.
funny.
He has like so many different. I'm really coming around on this. I'm like, he has a lot of different hobbies that I could use.
You're actually
like,
in love
to
with
my
Jigsaw.
advantage. Like in a fun way. Like I feel like there's like
You
so.
and him crafting together,
Well, we've
crafting
talked-
his traps.
You and I have talked about how we really want a Rube Goldberg machine. We literally talked about it this morning.
Again, the dream
could
is
help
the chitty
us.
chitty bang bang house in the beginning. Just everything kind of making
Mm-hmm.
toast has 1,000 steps. That's our game.
That's Suckberry
That's
Spill.
Suckberry Spill, and I hope you play this with your friends. Maybe when you're Ubering out this weekend.
Maybe while you're in between kids knocking at the door.
Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. You're sitting on the porch
Don't
with your pals.
Yeah.
Maybe play this. It's fun, silly, goofy.
Silly goofy haha.
And it's a little Halloween twist.
Well, after that game, I'll tell you this. My
Ooh.
mouth. Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
You did
I'm
it.
gonna
I
bleep that
almost
out.
did it. Yeah.
Sorry,
well,
I made some
go ahead
gross
and
mouth noises
yeah,
from
yeah.
dry.
If you want
dryness.
ASMR, go somewhere else. You know. You
Not
know,
us.
if
Please
you want
don't.
ASMR or actual face paint advice,
Yeah.
real quick, guys. Actually, I fully didn't mean to do this.
No. Now's actually a good time to address it. One thing, and we say this all the love in our hearts
All the
because
love.
we appreciate that you guys are seeing us. You are seeing how much time we are spending on this costumes.
Mm-hmm,
You're going, wow, they must know a thing or two about
Cosplaying.
cosmetics or cosplaying.
Hey,
Wait
guys.
out.
Hey, babies. Hey, babies. We are winging it.
We are winging this. There are
Some of you were like, yeah, we know.
Yeah, they're like, we can see that your makeup is so splotchy. There are so many cosplayers
Mm-hmm.
and like content creators that are cosplayers that do this for a living, makeup artists, special effects artists. Go watch their YouTubes for help on paint, for any technical questions or prosthetics. Look at these. Look at these guys.
Guys,
we
go
were
to
trying
them.
something and it was
We
fun.
and we
But we are not the experts.
Yeah, we're the idea guys.
We're watching the yeah. We're
We're
throwing
the
it out
idea
there.
guys.
Then you search it and see if somebody else has already
Go on
done it.
Pinterest, figure it, you know.
Yeah.
And we only say that because we don't want you. We would much rather you go to Google or one of those for those
Professionals,
questions.
people who actually deserve it and know what they're doing and have studied these things. Go to them.
We will lead you astray.
You'll end up with glue in your hair. I definitely have glue in my hair.
Yeah, just everywhere.
I just glued this to my hair.
All this yapping though from the game end now that little tangent.
I need a drink.
And you know what?
Swampy needs a drink.
Swampy needs a drink.
Frank, what?
Variety.
I've been out of my swamp for so long. I need a little something
You're
to
parched.
loosen it up.
Your gills are going.
I'm a fish out of water, y'all.
Yeah.
I only got so long,
My lungs are in my stomach.
and they're moving constantly.
Always.
So I think now would be a great time to
to have a little bevy,
have
but
a little drink break.
but I just wish that there was a beverage that was themed.
It was like fun themed. Oh,
Maybe even spooky.
oh, you know what?
What, pal?
I think our pal Bree.
I just remembered. Oh my goodness.
She brews.
Bree Brews. You might have heard of our roommate Bree. We've mentioned her
And
a
her many
fair amount.
talents.
She built this set.
But one of the things you might not know about her is that she's a brew tender, and
She used to be a real bartender, and
now she brews
now she brews.
for the pals. So we invited some old friends back to
She graciously offered to make a drink and to create a tutorial. And we countered that by saying, what if we had two of our old friends join you to be a part of this?
and she said, "Do I have to?" And we said,
Yeah.
"Yes."
yeah, you
So without further ado, here's Bree's Brew.
with Cat Dog.
Thanks, pals.
Hey there, pals!
We are coming to you live.
From our living room, alone. Wait a minute. Are we alone?
I think maybe we've got a third pal with us today.
Let's go ahead and bring her on out.
It's Bree.
Hello.
And that
Wow.
means we must be on Bree's Brew. We thought we'd bring in our special friend or our
Pretender.
Pretender.
do not
Don't
say
with the bartender. Don't. We mean that.
disrespectful
You have no idea the kinds of things that she has tended to.
to get the Bree tender name.
Okay.
Very tender for a brie.
All right. Go ahead and tell us what we're going to be doing.
We're gonna be making a little special Spooky Pal cocktail.
Spooky Pal.
Spooky Pal.
Spooky Pal.
Spooky Pal.
Spooky Pal.
Spooky Pal.
I'm ready to drink.
I'm ready.
All right.
All right.
I think it's go time.
Let's go. Okay.
It's go time.
It's go time.
All right. First step is I'm gonna need one of you guys, since
Me.
It's a Spooky Pal cocktail, so the pals have to make it. Let's be clear. Here.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna need one of you to hold the mixer, the shaker.
I'm on that. Maddie's on mic.
All right. So first things first, we're gonna drop some ice in the shaker.
Drop that ice. Drop that. Drop that. Drop that ice. Drop that ice. Drop that. Drop that. Drop that ice.
Wow. Amazing job dropping
hear
that
that
ice.
drop?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the ice that you just dropped into this cup?
My hand is much colder than the rest of my body.
Interesting.
Wow.
To be
Okay.
honest, but I kind of like the feeling.
Ooh.
Breaking news
What
from
a roller
Burbank,
coaster.
California.
So next, I'm gonna need someone to take this vial of the blood of all my exes.
Me.
Can you get it out?
I swear I'm up to the task.
Okay, and we're gonna pour that into the shaker.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
Perfect. Perfect.
Don't. She's being crazy. She's being crazy.
Okay, next we're gonna take this the blue vial of the mysterious liquid.
Ooh. Oh, I
I
didn't.
hope that mic got that because that was a beautiful plot.
That
I
guys,
thought
that
the
would
ice
have.
drop was exciting.
We would have been soaring off the charts in the ASMR world.
How do you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty good. I haven't knocked anything off this table yet.
just doing some ASMR.
We're going to take the clear liquid, which is spewed from light bulbs. So it's in the light bulb glass. Yeah.
That's what happens when you milk a light bulb.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
I've always wondered.
Yeah. It's after they're dead. You milk them,
Respectfully.
and that's the juice you get. All right, let's go. Who's doing it?
Oh, here. Oh yeah, you go ahead.
Which one is it? Which one is it?
Green.
No, the
Green.
light bulb. The light bulb.
Light bulb. Light
I'm
bulb.
reaching. I just know it caught that, baby.
Oh.
That was really good, guys. Next, we are going to shake it.
Pals all together.
there.
Three
Right.
hands. 3 hands.
1, 2, 3, go.
Isn't this fun?
Great. We're gonna need to shake it a little more. A little more.
Somebody better not do something bad with this. You better
She
behave.
said it so you can't.
You
Oh
better
my
behave.
God,
If
what
you're
have
here,
we
be
done?
cool about it. Don't be weird. You can be.
Please,
You can
guys.
be. You.
If you are somebody who does that and you want to do one decent thing in your day, choose not to do anything naughty with this, please. Please.
All right. I'm just gonna give it a little extra, just because you know.
Okay, and a final pal shake.
Hey, Brie Tender.
Oh,
So,
pour out
now we're gonna add some
tonight.
more ice to the glass.
Ice, ice, ice. It's the
I
ice
didn't
drop.
get that. She said she's gonna be pouring
More
more
dry
ice
ice.
into the glass.
Ice drop, ice drop. Oh,
How we feeling post ice drop?
I feel incredible. Never better.
Woo. What a rush to be here. Pals, I wish you
sounded
could be here, right now.
Okay, so now I need one of you to hold this glass.
Yeet.
All right, and one of you guys is gonna pour.
Oh, the butter.
There we go. Okay. Nice and purple. It's great. Great.
Wow.
Okay.
Beautiful color.
So to
got
finish
it?
it off, yeah, that's great.
Done. Get it out of here.
Okay, so to finish it off, we're gonna add a couple more ingredients. Being, we're going to add the green slime.
What are we? Oh, Nickelodeon, you
Yeah.
got us.
Tom Kenny, where you at?
Tom Kenny.
We're just a little bit of green slime right here. You can see. Boom.
Don't do anything naughty with that. Seriously. Don't, please.
What are we doing next?
This is just another mysterious liquid.
Ooh,
the
my
scariest
favorite
kind,
kind.
not knowing. That was a really good sound.
And I think we missed it a little bit.
Oh my god. She said it's ghost urination.
She didn't say urination. Whoa, scary skull.
Whoa.
A little bit of sparkle just for funsies.
Oh.
Because why not?
Wow.
Give it a little shimmer.
Whoa.
I love being here with you guys.
All right. And the final step is a little bit of magic.
Oh my! And what do we do with these magic mellows?
If you don't mind, I'm going to use your belly for a minute.
Please.
Marshmallows, do you have anything to say?
Marshmallows. How do you feel about being all heated up? Heard you got pretty hot in that microwave, marshmallows.
Are you sentient?
All right. Very messy process here. And we're going to really
Oh, after just interviewing them, it's tough to watch.
stretch them out.
Absolutely brutal.
Marshmallow, are you still with us?
You really just got to get down and dirty with it. Put it on the rim of the...
No one do anything dirty.
You know, I'm usually the one in this house with sticky fingers. How does it feel to walk a mile in my fingies?
It's awful.
Post marshmallow spread interview. What are your thoughts?
I want to wash my hands.
Oh,
You know,
exciting.
that's how I feel.
This is
But
your
I'm very
equivalent of I
excited.
want to go to Disney
I'm
World.
very excited. Yeah, I'm very excited. Disney World actually would be nice right now. I could do it. I could swing it.
We have such a hard time getting on those roller coasters. No one can fit us.
You'd be shocked at the inaccessibility to having this. But I wouldn't change a thing.
So let's pause. Oh, let's just went right. And the last step, preferably you want some sprinkles that look like spiders, but we don't have that. We have witches' hats because that's what we are today.
Ooh.
Would you guys take some of the witches' hats? Each take one. Yeah, and just let's put them in.
Yes.
That was really good.
And voila, we have what I like to call a spooky pal.
Spooky pal.
All right, we ready?
Yeah. Oh my God, no.
Don't lift it. Don't lift it.
I think it's gonna have to take a train around. Let's go choo choo over to Millicent.
Me first.
Choo choo.
Ooh.
Now to Bree. Ooh.
The chefy like.
Chugga chugga chugga. Ooh. Ooh.
All right.
Uh-oh, that means it's a little strong for Pal. Conquer
If I
special
could make
effects.
our bodies levitate right now and then snap in half, I would curse the internet with that, and I'm sorry.
Would you work with us again?
For free again?
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. Not a no. Not a no.
Not a no.
Not a
Not a
no.
no. Not a no.
Future.
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 Any final words?
No final words. This is great.
Happy.
Thank you, pals.
Thank you,
Thank you,
pals.
pals.
Thank you, pals. Thank you, pals.
This has been
Breeze
Brews.
Happy Pal-O-Ween.
Happy Pal-O-Ween.
Happy Pal-O-Ween. Refreshing.
What a delightful break that was.
Wasn't that just so nice and lovely? Hopefully you got yourself a refreshment. Hopefully you're feeling well quenched. Maybe even cozied in with a blanket.
Yeah, because you might want a little something around you for this next section here, because if you remember a couple weeks ago, we asked all of you, actually our ghost friends asked all of you to write in your ghost stories and let us know. And pals, you let us know.
You delivered, literally, because it was mail via the internet. You delivered. And we have selected from that group, we have selected a handful of stories, some ranging in scale of...
And it was, please, if yours did not get selected, don't feel bad. There was a plethora of reasons why we couldn't select certain ones.
We actually had one that was too scary.
It was too scary. Our email gave us a warning.
It
before
was
we
so
opened
scary.
it.
We literally got a warning message saying this message could be dangerous.
So we said that might not be haha silly vibes for the pod, but we sure did love reading it.
Sure are impressed.
Amazing.
You should write a short film.
You really should.
Truly.
Yep.
It was impressive.
So I think without further ado, we get into our next segment, which is Ghost Stories.
That's right. If you have a fireplace, light it.
Crackle that baby.
If you don't have a fireplace, I know you got a TV or a laptop or a screen. Go ahead and head on over to Netflix or any other.
I know you
of
don't
choice.
like fire. I don't know if the creature from the Black Lagoon doesn't like
Oh,
fire.
I was not.
Frank is anti-fire.
I was not bride of.
I think he needs to chill out a little
Yeah,
bit.
but I'm
about
like
the
not
fire.
necessarily always pro Frank.
I get it. You're your own woman,
I am.
and I'm sorry.
And it's hard that my
It is-
name
yeah,
is
it's
Bride of
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
What is your real name, actually? Let's go ahead and
They told me I could never say it.
They? Who's they? Okay, well, for your own safety, then I won't make you say it publicly.
They said that if I said it out loud, people would get mad.
I don't think we should curse
Because
All
at this
Hallows
point,
Eve
because
in
I've
this
never
way.
been given a name, any name I give you guys is going to disappoint you, isn't it?
So she's nameless forever. Wow. Ooh, the scariest thing on Halloween.
But
Stripping
let's-
women of their rights.
And their identities, they're merely brides. Anywho,
Let's read our mail.
let's crack this open, shall we?
Ooh. Cozy in.
Cozy? You cozy? Everybody cozy? Okay, no toes sticking out of the covers now, all right? This comes from our pal named Charlotte.
Charlotte. Charlotte.
Hello, dear pals. My name is Charlotte, and I'm writing to you to tell you a spooky story of mine. I've never been a big believer in ghosts or spirits, but this story is one thing that feels way too specific to be a coincidence. Anywho, when I was a freshman in college, my mom passed away from cancer. Womp womp. She wrote the womp womp. I want to be clear about that.
Hey, press conference moment real quick.
Yeah, press conference
real quick.
real quick.
She wrote the womp womp.
She wrote the womp womp in parentheses. Now,
when in my opinion, when your mom passes from cancer,
Mhm.
you get to say womp womp if you want to.
you can say anything you want, really.
If you want to, you can say anything.
Well,
Well, not anything.
obviously.
Come on. We're not animals.
Though, I will say this, we were out on our back porch, and when we read that, because I was reading it out loud, we were giggling. Anywho, not at the fact that...
Not at that.
Anyway,
Again,
let's just
you
get back.
understand.
We just get back to the story. Yeah, we'll do it. Press conference over. Thank you for coming. She always said that when she died, she wanted to be taken out of the house in a sombrero. Don't ask me why. She was an eccentric lady. We are not Hispanic either. Don't cancel her. Guys,
Again,
if you're dying of cancer...
we're not saying this exception. We are not.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just have in context, she is giving a lot of disclaimers for this story, and we're all going to take those into account.
And I will say, a beautiful thing I have seen amongst the Hispanic community is like an excitement over sharing certain parts of their culture. I'm not saying all of it.
I'm
And
not saying it's correct, but
I'm just saying I've heard people be like, Dia de los Muertos, like put up your own, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we weren't going to cancel your mom.
No.
May she rest in peace.
Yes.
Not cancellation. When she did pass, we honored her wishes with the sombrero, and that was that, obviously. A couple days later, I was going to get a tattoo dedicated to my mom. And as I'm sitting in the tattoo chair, I look up and see this photo. Photo attached. Guys,
I'm sure you're looking at it right now.
Chills.
We saw this on the porch, and we were like,
This is the perfect story.
the twists and turns are, it captures the spooky.
From womp womp to whoa there. That's going to be the title of my memoir.
Womp womp to whoa there. Yeah. A long journey.
Now I'm back to her message. This is after the photo. And my mom had come with me a couple months prior to get my first tattoo, and guess what happened to be right under this nicely placed skeleton in a sombrero? The chair she sat in while I got tattooed. Big fan of the pod. Keep doing what you're doing, you silly sausages. Your pal, Charlotte.
Your mom is so silly. Goofy, ha in the spirit realm.
That is like, wow.
Knocked out of the park. When we read that one, we were like, they captured the tone so well of what we wanted, which was a little spooky, but a little aw.
A little spooky and a little bit of
endearing.
And a little bit of, whoa there.
Whoa.
I
Look up
just,
there.
honestly,
Look.
I love the thought of you getting that tattoo and then looking up and having been there before and not seeing that. And then that's up all of a sudden. Obsessed. Obsessed. Wow.
Story 2.
Toes are tucked under blankets. Because this one's gonna get scary.
This is from Will.
Winona Ryder, Stranger Things.
Yeah. Yeah, you all knew. We didn't even have to tell you.
Will.
It's really good, and I haven't even seen it, and I know that's nailing it. Hi, pals.
Hello.
In fall of 2022, I got chased daily by 2 turkeys.
Honestly, nightmare.
They knew my schedule so much that they would wait for me at the window and stare at me. Waking up and having 2 turkeys
Turkeys are the ugly. Like, even
getting
when
in your face in your room.
I'm sorry, PETA could spend billions and never make me love a turkey. Whoa. Okay, maybe not never. They could probably make a real good animated story, but
Milton,
they just
if you
never.
saw one like paint, you would be moved.
I mean,
Turkeys,
if a turkey
that's what you gotta do.
yeah, I'd be moved.
See?
Anybody would see a turkey. They're
Turkeys,
so.
it's not that hard, and I believe you're capable of it. So anyway, so they would chase me to the bus stop. I had to throw my stuff and scream at them to get them away from me. This became my college essay, so turning my trauma into triumph. Thank you.
Well, first thing we thought when we read this was if I were a college essay reader and I'm just going through piles and piles and piles and I land on the turkey story,
I'd be like, yeah, I'm
so
talking
relieved.
about that.
I'm so relieved.
I'm talking about that.
I'm reading that story, ending on a high, and then being like, I'm gonna take my break for now. Actually,
yeah,
for a second.
I'm going outside.
Yeah,
I'm taking a breather.
could have
I'm
gone
taking a
Ivy
lap.
with that bad boy. I bet.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, tell us where you got in. That one, it wasn't really scary.
We'll admit it. We lied a little bit. A couple seconds. I'd say a couple minutes ago, we said it's gonna get spooky.
But I also think that there is somehow the most terrifying element is in that story, which is if turkeys were chasing me. Guys, turkeys are vicious. They're like emus. Emus?
Don't get me started on emus.
Emus?
I need a horror movie to tap into emus.
Emus? Those things are terrifying. That's a dinosaur. That's a dinosaur.
And the way
The way that
Why
they
they look at-
so and they can run.
that's terrifying. We should be emus for Halloween.
Just a nude bodysuit.
Yeah.
Bald cap. Oh,
We could get neck extensions.
sorry, guys.
somehow.
I want to say sorry that you're here now for these costumes because they're only going to get worse.
Yeah.
Are you
That
ready?
feels just so possible too. We had a wild turkey in our neighborhood actually. Growing up, it was one of those things where they're so ugly.
They're so ugly.
They're and
Guys,
the way that
they're
they
not
like
like the
flay their
cartoons.
feathers. It's also like whenever I do see like male animals doing their thing to try, I'm like, I get the ick, and I know those girlies are too.
Do you think the tides are turning in the animal world as well?
When those birds in the Amazon do those dances,
Yeah, but
who's gonna tell him?
Is it still working? Like, what if he's really good? Like, what if he's the Channing Tatum of the bird world?
Well, they can't all be Channing Tatum though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's
but
the issue.
I think the ones that are getting filmed maybe are.
I guess so.
Ghost story number 3.
Ghost story number 3.
This is the time of the special where we sing a little song.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not a phone number. Don't worry about it. Okay, yeah. So we didn't have time to get these printed.
Story number 3.
This is from our pal
Hannah.
So me and my roommate have lived behind a frat house for 4 years, and our first year we thought we had a ghost because of weird stuff with the lights and weird noises in the house. We named it Harold. After a while, Harold got a little too comfortable, and you'd feel mysterious touches on your butt, especially when you were in the shower. Harold.
Harold.
One
Buddy.
monster to another, one spooky thing to another.
Come on. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. There's so many other things you could do.
Also, when we had parties, drinks would mysteriously disappear. Winky face. So we decided it was a frat ghost. One day, we were walking home, and some of the guys at the frat house offered us a tour. The second room we walked in had this huge picture hanging up, and me and my roommate were like, "Who's this, your president?" And they were like, "No, it's an old frat brother who died here like 10 years ago." And so now we like to believe that the ghost was the frat guy hanging on the wall in the frat house. We think he got a ghost girlfriend, though. We haven't seen our shower curtain move towards our butts recently in the shower. I like to think that maybe he actually just grew a little as a
Yeah, like
being.
maybe he learned how to be just kind of a better guy, a better ghost, a better ghoul.
Yeah, gotta be a better ghoul.
That's actually our campaign here today. Hashtag be a better ghoul. We want to spread it. Yeah. It's the end of the bad ghouling. Be a good ghoul.
Be a good ghoul today. Of all the ghouls that you could be,
You
be a
can
good
still
ghoul.
be a ghoul.
I'm gonna be honest. Good ghoul
Good googly moogly.
I was gonna say it really strikes that same chord,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be
good goo goo
I'm gonna be vocally stimming with that one.
I can't wait to see what you come up with.
Good goose.
That was a little like Meryl Streep and Mamma Mia.
Good goose. Well, I guess that was all of the ghost stories.
It must be all the ghosts. I guess we're out of ghosts.
No
Oh.
more. I guess this notebook is full.
Oh, or
Oh wait.
oh,
Did we just
do we save the best for last? Are we kind of?
Whoa, wait a minute.
Are we actually? Are we killing this thing? Are we really good at hosting? Are we really? Are we good at the hosting?
Do you like?
Do you like what we're doing?
You like the host?
No.
Type, comment.
Now's the time. Now's the time.
But
And-
first, you need to sit right where you are. Stay right where you are. Because we are going to be
Right back.
You need to sit right where you are. Because we are going to be. Did we just stay right where you are?
Do we save the best for last? Uh-oh! We're crushing the special!
Boo!
Boo, baby!
There
Boo!
comes the boo!
You
Here comes
got
the boo!
booed!
You think we
Next
were gonna
song coming out.
You think we were gonna let the best spooky story of the night be told by anybody other than us?
By some amateur spookers?
What did we tell you?
Boo!
We
Here
told you
comes
when
the
you
boo!
think ghost, you think us!
Baby! So, yeah, we're gonna read the story.
We're gonna read the story for you. Is
And
that okay? Everybody
listen,
okay with that?
Everyone all right? Give us
feel
a
like
thumbs
everybody's
up.
okay.
If you're at home and you're okay with that, give us a boo.
Come on. Let me hear you say boo.
I'm shaking from all that boo.
Let's get to the story.
Grab your pal, grab your blankie,
Cover your toesies.
settle in, cause this is gonna spook you a little.
Pull 'em
You
under the
can't
blankets.
say we didn't warn ya.
Put those pigs in a blanket, folks. This story comes straight from our pal Madison.
Let's give it up for Madison.
Madison with a Y. Put some respect on it.
That's Flair.
Hi, pals. I love y'all's energy and love seeing the new and old Halloween costumes. The commitment to fun costumes is inspiring, truly. My ghost story is kinda long. Sorry. Don't
We
go
said-
apologizing.
We told them. We said settle in.
We said settle in. We wanted that, okay? Don't ever go apologizing. My mom, stepdad at the time, Tony, my sister and I took a trip to England in the summer of 2013. We stayed a week in Devon, England, at a very old hotel. It had Haunted Mansion vibes for sure. Gosh, I love the Haunted Mansion.
Love that ride. Love that ride. Love
The-
those friends.
The walls were very thick and warped. There were old dusty paintings everywhere, and even a knight's armor suit at the foot of the stairs. It was next to an ancient church, and we learned that the monks used to travel underground between the now hotel building and the old church during the war.
Oh man, that sounds like our kind of place.
It was definitely spooky, but in more of a cool historical way. Did not expect it to be haunted, really. That's when we thrive, baby!
Yeah, when you least expect us.
Anyway, my sister and I shared one room while my mom and Tony shared the room parallel to us. Our headboards were separated by a wall, and you had to have an actual key to get into the rooms. Remember that, pals. Anyway, my sister and I shared one room while my mom and Tony shared the room parallel to us. Our headboards were separated by a wall, and you had to have an actual key to get into the rooms. Aside from the shower tiles looking like they had tiny screaming faces in the patterns, everything seemed fine for most of the week. Now that would bring me pause.
That would not make me feel fine. I'll tell you that. We're creeping towards Spookville.
Every night, we kept the window curtain open to let the street light in and would have the fan on since it was summer. The hotel only had a heater. Now, that's unfortunate. One night, we left the curtain open as usual, but kept the fan off. I was having a nightmare that a ghost was messing with the dresser drawers, pulling them in and out of their place. I was then woken up by the feeling of a gust of cold air flying past my body. When I opened my eyes, I couldn't see anything at all. Everything was pitch black, even though I knew the street light was shining through the window. It was as though something was covering my eyes. I rolled over and plugged in the lamp next to my bed.
Once my eyes adjusted to the light of the lamp, I could clearly see the light still shining from the street outside my window. It was weird, but I didn't think much of it at the time.
Little did I know, at the exact same time, my mom woke up in the opposite room to the feeling of someone sitting at the foot of her bed.
What?
She kicked her feet a little, assuming it was me or my sister, and told us, go to bed.
So fair.
So fair, kids do that. Remember that we would have had to have their specific key in order to even get into the room.
Remember that?
Remember that? She then felt the bed rise as though someone had stood up from sitting on it. Tony then woke up to the sound of the floor creaking from my mom's side of the bed to his, as though someone was walking to him.
Classic. Absolutely classic.
I love doing a little walk around.
Loving a little creek.
It's so easy. So little effort. He opened his eyes and, just like me, could not see a thing. It was pitch black, as though someone was covering his eyes, even though there should have been street light filling the room. Remember that?
Should have been street light.
Remember the street light?
Where'd the street light go?
Here's where things get spooky. He felt a presence standing over him, staring down at him for an unknowable amount of time. He couldn't move, he couldn't see, and was too terrified to even try and fall back to sleep. But eventually he did.
Bo! You ready for an explanation of sorts? On our last morning there, while at breakfast, Tony and my mom decided to tell us their side of the story, and how my mom knew it was the same time as my experience since she heard me plugging in the lamp. We told a hotel worker, who then told us this.
Y'all ready for this? Boo! Here comes the boo!
Here comes the boo! There was a young girl who runs up and down the halls and into the room my sister and I stayed in looking for her puppy. She runs around the bed chasing the dog and then runs out.
All the time?
That's just a thing? She's there?
All the time. I tell you what.
Oh, yeah, the little girl that's running around.
All the time. I have encountered children ghosts, and I never like them. Something about them too spooky.
No, they're too rambunctious.
Give it a rest.
But that's not all. There is a couple who stays in the room my mom and Tony shared. The woman typically sits on the chair under the window while the man will sit on the bed, walk around, and stare at the men who stay in that room while they sleep.
That is classy as hell.
Nearly every couple who stays in that room reports having a similar experience. Everyone?
Every couple?
That's a lot of couples. Madison closes it out by saying, "That is one of my favorite haunted experiences I've ever had." To which I say, one of?
One of?
That's crazy.
You got more?
I had no previously conceived notions of what to expect. I didn't go into the hotel knowing it was haunted, so there was no way for my mind to play tricks on me.
We believe you.
Anywho, sorry that was so long. Madison,
we swear to God.
I swear to God, Madison.
If you
apologize
one more time, we are
going to
be furious.
A well-written letter. We're going to lose our minds.
Furious.
Anyway, sorry, Madison. Didn't mean to yell. She closes it saying, "You two are so fun and entertaining to listen to. I appreciate y'all's positive, spooky energy. Have a safe and spooky Halloween."
Whoa!
Hey, oh!
That was a scary one. That was a spooky one.
Anybody else got a little bit of a chill on their spine?
Oh, baby. Boo, boo, boo.
I
had a blast. Whoa! That's just
Sorry.
Roger.
That's Raji.
I don't feel like I need to haunt this special anymore.
No, I feel like I'm done for the night.
Get him out of here.
Happy Pal-O-Ween, pals!
From your buddies, the ghosts.
The ghost.
Boom! Here comes the boo! Ready or not? Here comes the boo! They're two pals. They boo! Here comes... Wow. That was a spooky story.
That was bone chilling.
When we read that for the first time, I had actually had goosebumps.
That is the kind of thing that I am surprised is not on the website. I mean, I get why not, but Europe is different.
It's different. You guys got ghosts everywhere.
Y'all got,
every building there is older than the oldest building in America.
Unreal. So many wars. Oh my goodness. So many souls.
Over.
Woo!
A lot of souls just lingering. in a
Great place
field.
to be a monster, though, I tell ya.
Oh yeah. Oh, the rainy weather. Oh, it's soaking in my swamp.
I said vitamin D. No, thank you.
But here's the problem. I love that story so much. Yeah. And I just wish that we had a way to like reward our friends out there, or reward our pals that did all this work. Like,
If only there were like a Halloween themed,
like
something
award, some kind of. Oh
Wait
wait.
a minute.
Oh my God, we're hosting. That.
Oh,
Because right now
Oh.
we're about to do
spooky superlatives.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, guys.
Okay.
We're good.
Everything's
at hosting.
falling into place, right? That is not by accident.
That is called a little planning.
That's called notebooks. Yeah.
So let's give out our first award of the night, the spookiest story. That goes to Madison.
Madison,
Ugh.
way to go. Way to give us some goosies. Way to do it.
Really enjoyed this story.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for being
much.
vulnerable. Thank you for taking time to write in.
Absolutely.
You are a
And
certified pal.
if we haven't read your story, we will likely be sharing it on some of our social media platforms.
Yeah. Guys,
At-
we really appreciate all the stories.
At Won't You Be My Pal on Instagram, on TikTok, and all of the above. We'll probably be putting the stories on Instagram. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out.
Because there's some fun ones.
Wait, hold on. Keep an eye out. Let's keep cranking.
Let's keep rolling with
keep
these.
cranking. So our second spooky superlative. This is going to be a reoccurring superlative.
Yes, this is a superlative that we hope to do in years to come.
Yes.
Keep in mind, this has nothing to do with, this is about a movie, but it has nothing to do with like a movie that came out this year. This can be from whenever. It's just kind of what the moment
Free yourselves
is feeling.
from the shackles of time. It's Pal-O-Ween. Free yourselves. Come on.
It
Shake
lives
'em
on
off.
its own plane, okay? We all feel that. So just let yourself believe a little that anything's possible.
And let's shed some light. Who are we going to shed some light on?
I think it's time to give out the award for the
Final
girl
of the year.
of Pal-O-Ween.
And that first award, I mean, it holds weight. This is the first ever final girl.
It does, and it's one that we felt like is a pal. Like we felt like we could be pals with. She's got a true grit about her, and I think that we believe deserves more recognition than she's gotten.
She does.
So that's why this year's final girl is Miss Samara Weaving
Samara Weaving.
in
Ready or Not. Way to go, Samara.
Samara, and yeah, we will be doing your acceptance speech for you. We just felt like she deserved this.
Yeah.
She is so fun in this role. The movie's good. She's great.
Yeah, she really elevates it, and she's also in the movie The Babysitter on Netflix.
Again, a movie she really elevates. Like she
Just-
finds these little interesting like bits about these characters she plays that are so nuanced, and you're like, that's fun and funny in a very witty way.
bring us to the next level, Samara.
So thank you,
Thank you,
Samara. Go
And
watch that
congrats.
movie if you haven't seen it.
Congrats. Let's keep it rockin'. I was gonna say rollin',
Let's
then I was
keep
gonna
it
say
rockin' and rockin' and
and
rollin'.
and rollin'.
Keep it rockin'.
Up next, this award is near and dear to our hearts because who doesn't love a little moment like this here and there?
Tonight's all about classics. It's about becoming a classic. You guys, if you haven't picked up on that yet, this is a award that feels classic. What better way
Baby,
to
you're so
celebrate?
classic. Baby, you. I told Maddie the other day that whenever I hear a man in the distance say, "Hey," I expect to hear, "Where's the drums?" Dun, dun,
That would be
dun,
so
dun,
beautiful.
dun.
if That's the world we lived in.
I know. I'd be so excited.
So High School Musical.
Back to the point. My apologies.
No, but I think this is a award that's just classic because what's a better way to celebrate Halloween than a classic scare?
Then a classic little
So that's why our next award is Best Scare,
best jump scare of the year.
which goes to Pal.
The robotic animatronic raccoon at the haunted house we went to this past Saturday.
That scared Thomas.
Our friend Thomas.
He was
scared
our
the
brave little
bejeebies out
soldier.
of him.
He led our group
Yeah.
like a herd. He was our shepherd in the night.
Yeah. He
And
really like
he was taking on the brunt
He
of
was
the jumps.
He was.
But he was handling it like a champ. He would let us know when something spooky was kind of coming up. He would alert us, but he was taking them.
He was composed.
But
I was
when
impressed.
he jumped the most, towards the very end, you're kind of walking out through these woods, inside, but outside, and a little barrel down below, right in the room when you walk in, a raccoon jumps at you, and Thomas jumped so high. And it was a beautiful moment of raw emotion.
Mm-hmm. You get out of a haunted house, like after you watch a scary movie with like a theater of people and you're all in one moment experiencing this like jolt, but then it's cushioned by this isn't real, I'm not
And
actually
it's
in danger,
over.
and now we're laughing about it.
I think anything
Love
that
it.
kind of disrupts your normal thinking patterns is kind of good for the brain. I'll say that. I don't want to give haunted houses too much credit,
Yeah, we're not saying,
but I think that's the
people are
fun
like,
of it.
I think they're adrenaline junkies. That's what that is. But yeah, best jump
best
scare.
scare.
Congrats to
Yeah.
that raccoon.
Yeah.
That was great. And that
Really
was
good.
deeply personal to us. We hope that this season you have a jump scare that you can award. And ask yourself, if the jump scare has not yet happened, what's stopping you from making it happen? Don't go too crazy, but a little
Don't go too crazy.
A little one.
But
Cushion
maybe
it with a treat, maybe.
watch something fun that might scare you.
Yeah. Everybody watch something spooky.
Watch something spooky. Have fun with it. And I think that, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the final award of the night.
And listen, we could do this all night
All
long,
night.
baby.
We did a party where we gave all of our friends awards, and that lasted about an hour.
We had selected a couple of them without everyone else knowing to perform different
Perform.
talents.
And it was so fun.
And you better believe we had a
surprise talent
stage
show?
built in the backyard.
Guys, surprise your friends.
Isn't that incredible? We must have an insane budget to be able to have a
Yeah,
stage
build-
built out back, right?
We've gotten some people saying, what's the studio? What's the studio? Well, guys, we need to be frank with you.
It's us.
It's us, but honestly, more than it being us,
Us is something, you're seeing us in front of the camera. There is a lot. We've got a room full of people.
we get hundreds of people are watching this in our garage right now. This wall you see, and a lot of other stuff that needs to get up, be hung. The way that we're able to hang these lights, that's all thanks to one person.
Truly.
And so I think it would be crazy of us to not give
It
this
would-
award to that person.
It would be an upset of the century.
People will be on all over Reddit slandering our names.
And we would get that.
We would
because
understand because it would be unfair.
Halloween and frankly pals could not have happened without this pal.
So that's why the award for Pal-O-Ween
Princess.
goes to our pal, Bree.
You've heard about
You've
her.
heard about her, but you met her
her.
for the first time tonight. Wasn't that wonderful? Wasn't she so delightful?
Such a good sport.
So kind to cat dog too, can I say? They can be a handful.
Very patient.
Very
yes.
patient, and we just want to give a sincere thanks.
A sincere
Because truly, it could not have happened without Bree, and she spent so many evenings fixing things for us, tying
she'd get
things
home from
for
a day
us
of work thinking she was done.
of hard labor, and we'd be like, actually, can you build a house inside? There would be a little.
So you know that party we're having on Sunday? We actually really wanted a
Wouldn't that be
stage in
fun?
the
For
backyard.
no real purpose. We're not recording it at all. It's just
Yeah.
for the fun of
We
our
found
friends.
pallets for free on Facebook Marketplace. All this to say, Bree, this is
Thank
the first
you.
time you're hearing this.
Yeah.
We love you.
We love
Thanks
you.
for helping make this happen.
Thanks for helping make this happen.
So
Because you're our Pal-O-Ween princess.
Yes.
Our first ever.
first
So
ever.
everyone give Bree a round of applause. Stand up at home.
Come on your feet.
Come on.
You think we don't know that you're
Stand
not
up.
standing yet?
And if you best believe we could stand, we would be.
We cannot
we got a
stand.
ceiling.
Cannot stress that enough.
But wow.
Wow.
What a ceremony.
Why even try to do another after that? You know what I mean?
What a
ceremony.
How we go out on that one. And tonight's just been.
It's been
Tonight has been. Can I say?
Say it.
Tonight has been wonderful,
Tonight has been amazing.
and I am so grateful, pal. Another earnest moment. 2 earnest moments back to back. Pew, pew. This has been so delightful.
This has been the joy of a lifetime.
You and I had a conversation last night where it felt like we were so on the same page about just being like, we are going to give this our all for the fun of it.
Just because
We wanna. And it's a
wanna.
fun story.
Yeah. There is
And-
quite literally nobody else I'd rather be green with.
Sitting in our hot garage on All Hallows Eve than you.
No one.
Pal. This is to you.
This is to you.
And
I
to
insist.
your pals at home.
Pals at home. None of this would be able to happen without you. And frankly, we have been so blown away by the kindness and the excitement
Yeah.
and the just joy and stories that have been shared by every single person that has interacted with us in some way.
Like every single response we get to this is so fulfilling.
Yes. And we were found. I would say that one of the first ways that many people found us. We've been talking a lot about new things tonight, and classics. We've been talking about classics, and we've been talking about new things,
New classics, if you will.
Yes, and the costuming this month was, quite frankly, the result of. We can trace it back, actually. We can trace back the way that we were able to be like, we'll go crazy.
How a lot of you guys met us was through Comic-Con. You saw that we dressed as whack-a-moles, and that's understandable. That was a wild thing to do, and it was a blast.
Had a great time.
So much fun, and we were delighted that you all enjoyed it.
Yes.
But then you guys kept saying, more costumes, more costumes.
Why aren't you in costume?
So we said Halloween, obviously, we usually do a couple costumes, so we may as well do one for every week of Pal-O-Ween.
And then we said, well, we should do a spectacular, like a special.
Then we should obviously do a spectacular because there's 5 weeks. What are we going to do with the 5th week? Not a spectacular?
The day before Halloween? On Hallows Eve?
This is all Halloween
Lines up
baby.
perfectly to our schedule? Pals, we have dug up some old friends.
This night is a special occasion.
Because we're celebrating our favorite time of year. We're celebrating having met so many of you.
Through the way of costuming, because this is just the strongest. It's not the only time we do costumes, but it's the most.
The most condensed.
And we want that spirit to be rushing through this, because that's how many of you met us, was in costume.
In a morph suit.
So as Millicent said, we dug up some old friends.
Those old friends were the moles. And they were under the impression that we were sending them on a vacation, and we did. We did.
And while they were gone, we did a little redecorating.
In their home, and then we filmed their return.
We told them it was going to be spooky, and that was it. So,
this, without further ado, really,
this segment we are calling
Haunted Hole. Don't be weird. Don't be weird.
Hello. We are back.
Honored
to have been chosen.
Dare I say through the roof?
Picked by the pals.
Nonetheless,
We got a little letter down our little hole, and it said,
it was 2 reservation confirmations for the Bonvoy Marriott in Burbank, California for 3 nights, telling us to vacate our home so that the pals could come in and set up a haunted hole. And I tell you what, we love our home.
love our home, and we love how cozy we've made it. We spent a lot of time doing it that way. But, we were happy to do this.
I can't wait to see what the pals
They
have
have
done.
done.
So here we are. This is our front stoop.
We're about to crawl back into our hole for the first time, so a little nervous.
We were given very little instruction.
They just said, good luck.
These 2 people showed up and they said, good luck in there.
Hi. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay. Okay, very fun. Caution tape, very fun. Good. Very funny.
Very
stuff.
silly.
You guys can do. Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, that's good though. That's good. That's really good. That's really good. That's good.
In our
pals.
home.
Good one.
Why don't you
Good
joke about
one.
it? Can you imagine that?
We had that happen
safe
once. That was
space
so scary.
totally
Little
invaded.
chihuahua. Those things can get in spaces.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Our walls
Tuck
are
thing
bare.
Yeah.
Our art
It's
collection.
fun.
I wasn't even attached.
Oh my god, what was that? Oh my god, what was that? What was that? What was that? What was that? Oh my god, it's a hammer! It's a hammer! It's a hammer! It's a hammer! They're hitting us where they know it hurts. Hitting us where they know it hurts. They're holding our face. No! Oh my god, I got whacked! I got whacked! I got whacked! I got whacked! Oh my god! You stay away! You stay away! He's gone, I think. For now. Oh my gosh, this is actually scary now.
No, I don't like this anymore.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Run, run, down. Oh my god. No, please. It's Gardner, it's Gardner. You wanna go see my pal?
Brother, no! Brother, no!
Uh-oh. Snack time? Don't mind if we do.
Come on. I feel like that corn should have been ours. So take it.
Oh yes, that's a sign. Oh, it's a sign.
I mean, it's like at a certain point, you're trying to tell the guy that you're looking out for him. Or that's what you're trying to do. He's taking it personally as if we don't want to see him happy. And it's like, Chuck, this isn't about you being happy. I mean, it is. This is about you being happy long term. This is about a risk of you falling for someone that's just trying to social class. Yeah. Oh my god, wait. Okay. Get that around. Sit out, go. That's right. That's why
I am someone who is inclined to give the benefit of the doubt.
Absolutely. That's what we're known for.
And so I would say that
I think that
I would conclude
if I was hypothetically making a hypothesis,
if I were to build the foundation that is a theory,
that's a hypothesis.
but at the end of the day,
If we had to guess why the pal sent us here, I think it was a lesson.
I'd say.
The suffering,
Suffering
whatever
brings about
brings
wisdom.
you together.
And at the end of the day, what has been used to whack allowed us to fight back.
Write that down.
I'm gonna be honest.
Thank you, pals.
Thanks, pals.
Thanks, pals.
There is nothing better than this kind of laughter. Am I right?
Wasn't that fun?
Don't you
Wasn't
feel?
that fun? I miss those guys.
They're good. They're good.
Great. They're good for a laugh. Good
We should
for a
respond to
laugh.
their texts.
Yeah. We'll get back to them.
We'll get back to them.
That's
Pals,
pals.
we don't want to say it.
I'm having a blast up here.
How on earth do we bring this to a close?
How do we carry on about our days knowing that it's All Hallows Eve? Well, oh wait, it's All Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve. So while the Pal-O-Ween Special and I suppose Pal-O-Ween is coming to an end,
This
we
is
don't
the
have
final
to
episode, but I don't
see it as the end.
I don't have to feel sad.
Because it's also the beginning of something.
It's turning into something that's somehow mine now. It's Halloween. Oh. Wow. Guys, we are officially living in Halloween now.
Congratulations.
You did it. It's yours. Go. Have fun.
Your challenge for this week is to have a happy
Halloween. It is your choice.
You
Go.
decide.
Have fun with your friends.
Watch a
Have
spooky
a
movie.
laugh.
Get some candy for the kiddos that are coming around.
Do what feels right for you. Play Suck, Berry, Spill while you're waiting for kids to come around.
Tell some spooky stories.
By the fire, say, anyone got a ghost story? You'll be surprised.
We were surprised.
We were pleasantly surprised.
Everything can be better when you have a pal around, but especially a day like Halloween.
This is your day.
So take it. Run with it.
Pals, it has been a pleasure. It has
honor.
been an honor
A joy.
to be on this journey with you. And in case you haven't picked up on the fact yet, you actually got tricked. You got tricked into taking 4 weeks of a training course. 4 weeks of a training course, and now you're
well
actually
equipped.
ready, more ready than you ever been for Halloween.
Uh-oh.
You got empowered.
Whoopsie.
Now
You're
you
feeling confident.
Have a responsibility to get in the Halloween spirit and have a good old time.
No
It's
excuses.
not an excuse.
Because you've completed the course.
You
and we're
completed
so proud of you.
You did it. Now you have the prerequisites to take Kloom's class one day if you want to.
Someday, if you want, we believe in you.
We believe in you.
Go and tag us in your pictures at
Yes.
Won't You Be My Pal?
On Instagram, on
If
TikTok.
anything wonderful or magical or whimsical happens on your Halloween evening, please write in at heytherepalace.com and tell us.
Yes. And I guess just have a wonderful night.
Have a beautiful Halloween. Bye, pals.
Bye, pals.
Until next Halloween!
You want to keep rolling to the next
I gotta do another one because I feel like I was laughing too hard.